you're still broke in 2025, you probably haven't heard of high income skills yet. If you learn a high income skill, you can go to clients, customers, businesses and provide them with services that you can get paid a lot of money for. So I'm going to basically break down the 5, I'd say, most popular high income skills where you can literally start today without having to have a bloody uni degree and start earning thousands remotely. So starting it off, you've got appointment setting and remote closing. So starting conversations, booking the sales calls, closing the deals over Zoom, so actually collecting that money for the high ticket service that you're selling. And this could be like, anywhere from 2,000 to sometimes the highest I've seen is like 50,000 deals, right? And you just collect that cash, you then get a commission on that cash. And average for an appointment setter is like 5 to 10%. Average for a closer is about 10 to 20%, depending whether it's like B2B, B2C, and the niche you're in, how much you're actually selling that ticket for. This is the way I got to my first 5k month within just 3 months. It's the way I've helped many others do as well. Moving on, we've got copywriting. So copywriting is literally just working for brands, writing them like campaigns. So it could be like an email campaign where you write the text on their website, and it's just like, also ads, and it's persuasion. So it's just convincing people into things. It's selling products online basically, or using persuasion and emails to run a campaign. It's kind of self-explanatory. You can literally use ChatGPT to do this, and if you can work with some businesses, they can pay you like thousands, sometimes a month, just for creating like these articles, creating these newsletters, these sales emails, right? Writing the script for their ads. You can get paid a decent amount of money for this. Next thing is short form editing. Everyone is literally jumping on content because it's so easy right now to get organic leads and convert them into buying customers. So everyone is chasing viral videos. Obviously, the better a video is, the more chance it has of going viral. So everyone wants the best editor so that they can have like the best finish to their video, so that it can gain traction and convert. Therefore, if you learn short form editing, like these edits are going to take you from anywhere from like 15 minutes to an hour, and you're editing like Instagram Reels, TikToks for businesses, online coaches, brands, and pretty much everyone needs it. So if you're good for it, you can then learn to put it off onto small, like hire VAs and like delegate the work as well, and you can sort of scale it up that way. I have a mate he's making right now like 7 to 9k a month from editing. If I give you a scale on someone, I know like with copywriting, I know guys that are making, guys that have been in the game a long time with it, potentially like 5k if they're doing it by themselves at most. With appointment setting, I do know people who have made like 15 to 20k a month. I'd say average is 5, maybe 5 to 10 on like the higher side. So the next bit after short form editing is funnels and paid ads. So this is learning the back end systems. This isn't the back end system. Let's go into the back end systems with the automations and AI tools. So CRMs, tracking data, leads, the chatbots that are going to like reply to the customers, email automations to just make sure everything's running and flowing. Businesses will pay a lot to have all of this implemented, so it saves them time, it helps them scale. There's a lot of future in it because it's very, very integrated into AI. So if you can learn how to put in systems, you can earn a decent bit by implementing this into businesses. The only thing is, a lot of people are doing this. So a lot of businesses are already getting spammed, by outreach or getting phoned up by people trying to implement AI and automations into their businesses. So you have to work hard, you have to get through the trenches and really find the clients to work for. But that is the same with anything. All of these high income skills, you have to go out your way. You need to market, you need to sell yourself to be able to actually get these customers in the first place. I just feel like with AI automations, it's one of the harder ones to actually get clients for. But when you can get those results, you can get those case studies, it's definitely going to be just as scalable. But the front end of the funnel, so actually like the marketing, the sales, and how you're going to attract the eyes, is learn how to do Facebook ads. And this way you can go to people who want to expand their reach, expand like who they're targeting, or maybe they're not even targeting yet, and you can be the professional that comes along and shows them exactly how to run their ads, so that when they're spending thousands and thousands, sometimes tens of thousands a month on these ads, it's all allocated correctly, it's optimized, and they're not wasting any money or time through not having the ads set up properly. So you could save them thousands of pounds, meaning they're going to pay you a lot for this service. if you can then create the funnels as well, so you can understand how ads and funnels work, and by funnels I mean this ad targets a follower ad, where it's targeting people that want to leave the 9 to 5 between the ages of like 21 to 30, and this ad runs as a follower ad, so people see the ad at the end of the ad or just throughout the ad, it persuades people to follow. From there, the funnel that you run, the marketing plan you run is just nurturing and nurturing and nurturing on stories, on posts, so that all the people that follow from the ad are seeing like results, seeing what's going on, seeing the possibilities, and then they can get into it. So yeah, learning the funnels and paid ads is a great way. You can get the retainers for this, so you can get a base pay. Again, it's more just like how many clients can you get, how scalable is it by yourself? Pretty scalable, but it is just finding the clients again, which is most people's bottleneck. Cool. So I picked remote sales. The reason is I feel like it's the fastest way to get to the cash flow. You go in, you set up the calls, you close the calls, and you get paid sometimes within 3 days, depending on the client you're working with. You don't need years of learning. You just need to, but you do need to learn. So you don't need years and years of learning. You only need a couple of weeks of learning, and the best way to learn is actually doing it and improving as you go. And there's so many different avenues you can go down after that. So you can go from appointment setting to closing, to managing setters, to managing whole offers where you're managing the whole sales team, to growth operating where you're going into other businesses, now implementing the sales team. And as you're in the business, you understand like the whole sales pipeline, which means you understand the automations and the AI tools. You understand like the funnels and how ads work, and somewhat you can understand like content, so short form and editing, like what's actually getting the most leads through, because you're going to be like getting the leads off of this content. You're obviously not really going to understand too much copywriting. There's not too much copywriting involved, but it kind of involves a lot of these just into remote sales, and that way you get so much knowledge. You can then go on to, like I said, growth operating, where you're literally doing it all for a business, so you can charge a lot more, sometimes even like 10k, 15k to get the business done, from let's say like 20k a month to 50k a month to 100k a month. You can charge a lot of money for this. You can then go and create your own offer because you understand the way it all works. You can, if you want to be a fitness coach, it's very easy for you to set it all up because you know every single part, like every section that is needed. You understand how to do it all. You have the experience doing it all. You can sell. You know what the fulfillment looks like, what's expected, like what the roadmaps are like, because you've been selling them, and you can go and provide this for people yourself. That's what, in my opinion, the best route to go down. However, they're all very good. Can all scale in their own ways. I just see like the most future in remote sales. Copywriting will definitely be taken over by AI, in my opinion. Ads with AI will become easier and easier to target. The systems, the automations, it literally is AI. All someone needs to do is create a CRM and sell it as a whole package, which is already a thing, right? They're going to become easier and easier to set up with AI. The funnels and ads, like I mentioned, short form editing. I believe AI will somewhat take over editing. However, it won't always be as good, but for short form, just like quick catching attention, I feel like it will do the job and be a lot more efficient. But appointment setting and closing, sales, it's a people's game. It always will be, it always has been. People sell into a person, like they buy into a person, before they actually buy into like the product or the service, right? If you don't like someone, you're not going to be a customer of theirs. It's simple as that. So you have to be personable, you have to be liked, you have to really have real connections with people. That's what sales is. Therefore, for me, it's the most future-proof. I feel like there's the most earning potential, and I feel like it's the best way to start. You also learn a lot about yourself, because with sales, it really is like sales is the law of a mirror. So before you can sell to a client and get them to take the risk to put in the hard work, you have to be doing it yourself to have that conviction, to be able to really sell to the best of your ability. So yeah, hope this has helped. If you have any questions on like high income skills at all, or because obviously my expertise is appointment setting and remote sales in general, shoot me a message for any help. I'll put my Instagram down below. If appointment setting really does spark your interest, and maybe you want to look into it a bit more, potentially even get started, if you actually want to take potentially the first step, then I'll also link my website down below, and through there you can actually book onto a free call where we can run through and see if I can help you given your scenario and situation. Yeah, thanks for watching.